Welcome, everyone, to Wisdom and Wealth, your sanctuary for ancient wisdom applied to modern living, particularly for those of us navigating life's later chapters. If you're seeking guidance, insight, and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you, you've found the right place. We'll be exploring timeless truths and practical techniques to help you cultivate inner peace, navigate challenges, and live a more fulfilling life. Many find value in the content we produce, but only a fraction of our viewers are subscribed. To support our mission and ensure you don't miss out on future wisdom, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement helps us reach more people and continue creating content that resonates with your soul. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's begin this journey together. Have you ever felt, despite your best efforts, that you end up falling short? Do you wonder why some seem to effortlessly succeed while others, even after putting in their maximum effort, still stumble? It's a common feeling, the sense that life consistently stays one step ahead, presenting new challenges faster than we can resolve them. Picture this scenario: two individuals encounter the very same obstacle. One crumbles under the pressure, while the other emerges stronger and more resilient. What accounts for this disparity? It's not the circumstance itself, but rather the mindset. One individual possesses control over their thoughts, while the other is controlled by them. Allow me to illustrate with a simple example. You happen to miss the bus one morning. One possible reaction is immediate anger, intense frustration, perhaps even assigning blame to yourself or others. Conversely, another response could be calm acceptance, perhaps even a subtle smile and the realization that something potentially better may be on the horizon. Which response do you believe will lead to a more positive day? Here at Wisdom and Wealth, we believe that mastering the mind is the first step towards a truly enriched life. This channel is dedicated to providing you with the tools and insights necessary to achieve that mastery. If you're resonating with the message so far, please do consider subscribing so that you can stay abreast on our upcoming teachings. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed by stress, difficult people, turbulent emotions, or even your own restless mind, then please stay with us. This journey will offer you a fresh perspective on life and on yourself. We aim to provide you with practical tools to implement Buddhist concepts in your day-to-day. It is not about changing who you are, but allowing you to embrace your peace within. Buddhism teaches that the first battleground isn't outside, but within ourselves. We don't lose to other people, we lose to our own internal reactions. Fear, anger, and doubt, these are the true adversaries we must confront. Life presents situations, but our minds often amplify suffering. Once you grasp this fundamental truth, you've already taken the initial step towards winning. The vast majority of individuals operate on autopilot, reacting rather than responding thoughtfully. But you, by pausing, observing, and understanding, have the capacity to transform your entire reality. That momentary pause is power. That heightened awareness is victory. You don't need to exert control over the entire world, simply learn to perceive things with clarity. Please stay with us, as this marks the commencement of the path towards winning, truly winning, by mastering the mind. As a quick reminder, please subscribe if you're on board with our journey, and ready to win. The initial victory lies within. Take a moment to sit quietly, my friend. Close your eyes gently. What sounds do you perceive? Perhaps the gentle hum of a fan, distant voices, or simply the absence of sound. Now, listen with greater depth. Do you perceive your thoughts? That inner voice that is consistently speaking, consistently judging, consistently in motion. That is the true battlefield. You see, many individuals believe that battles are fought externally, with circumstances, individuals, and challenges. However, that is not the complete truth. The genuine battle unfolds within you. Your mind is the birthplace of all victories and all defeats. Allow me to inquire, have you ever experienced a sense of restlessness for no discernible reason? Have you ever felt anger towards someone over something insignificant? Have you ever felt an urge to escape from everything, even when nothing is pursuing you? These are indications, signs that your mind is not under your control. When the mind is untamed, life becomes filled with pain. But here is the source of hope. This mind, this powerful force, is not your adversary. It simply requires understanding. Much like a child throwing a tantrum, it doesn't require punishment, rather, it requires attention, patience, and affection. To better clarify this, let me tell you a brief story. A monk once approached the Buddha and inquired, "Master, when I sit in meditation, thoughts consistently intrude. I attempt to push them away, but they return with even greater intensity. What course of action should I take?" The Buddha offered a smile and responded, "Do not engage in combat with them. Simply observe. Like clouds traversing the sky, they will come and go. You are the sky, not the cloud. This is the key. The instant you realize that you are not your thoughts, you are set free. Thoughts are akin to passing travelers on a lengthy road. You are the road. They come and go, while you remain. So how do we initiate this process? Firstly, cultivate a friendship with silence. Set aside just 5 minutes each morning. No devices, no noise, simply sit. Close your eyes and observe. Refrain from trying to suppress your thoughts, simply observe them, as if watching birds soar past. This endeavor may not be easy at first. The mind will protest. It will wander and draw you into stories. But be gentle. Guide it back with kindness, not force, like a mother calling her child home from play. With the passage of time, something magical occurs. The noise diminishes, the mind begins to listen. You begin to notice your thoughts even before they manifest as words. You perceive anger rising before it erupts. And in that brief instant, you gain control. Let's reiterate for emphasis, for Wisdom and Wealth's teachings, please subscribe to stay up to date on our upcoming wisdom. Now, consider this. If someone insults you and you react instantaneously by shouting in response, who emerges victorious? But if you perceive the anger rising, respond with a smile, and maintain silence, who is the true master? Victory is not about overpowering others, but about not being overpowered by yourself. When you can endure pain without bitterness, when you can experience fear and still take a step forward, when you can witness desire arise without pursuing it, you are winning. The truth is, no one else observes this battle, it occurs in silence. Yet, those who prevail radiate a distinctive light. Their peace transforms into power, their calmness into strength. Allow me to offer another illustration. Imagine you're holding a glass of water. If someone jostles you, the water spills, not because of the impact, but because your glass was already filled to capacity. That's reflective of your mind. If it's brimming with stress, anger, and anxiety, even a minor disturbance will cause you to overflow. Therefore, what's the solution? Empty the glass. Empty it on a daily basis. Sit, breathe, and release. Release what is no longer necessary. Forgive. Stop replaying old arguments. Cease planning excessively far into the future. Simply return to the present, this breath, this moment. Buddhism teaches us that suffering doesn't stem from the external world, but from our attachment to how the world should be. We suffer not because the path is arduous, but because we anticipated it to be smooth. Relinquish the expectations. Let life unfold as it is. Don't chase happiness, sit still, and happiness will return, like a bird returning to its nest. Don't pursue success, give your best effort and release the outcome. Don't chase people, cultivate inner fulfillment, and the right individuals will remain. Mastering the mind doesn't entail emptying it, but rather clarifying it. So clear that even amidst chaos, you can perceive the truth. You must become like still water. When water is still, you can see your reflection. When a mind is still, you can perceive your true self. And who are you, truly? Not your profession, not your physical body, not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind it all, the silent observer, the one who watches. Once you experience that awareness, everything changes. You cease taking things personally, you stop rushing, you diminish your needs, because you realize you already possess everything within you. Victory doesn't mean life becomes flawless, it means you are no longer disturbed by its imperfections. Allow storms to come, you remain rooted. Allow praise or criticism to come, you remain centered. Allow failure or success to come, you remain present. That is the initial and greatest victory. So, commence now. Sit quietly today. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Smile at your restlessness. Let your mind speak, but don't follow it. Much like a wise elder observing a child, you see, you understand, but you don't become lost. This path is not for those who seek instant gratification. However, if you walk it gradually, with trust and patience, your entire world will change, not because the world has changed, but because you have. Winning every situation doesn't entail controlling everything, but rather mastering the one element that governs everything, your own mind. When that occurs, you no longer need to win, because you've already won, you already have all that you need, and can instead let go or be dragged, winning through surrender. Have you ever endeavored to hold on to something for too long, a grudge, a memory, a regret, a person, and felt it continue to weigh you down after days, weeks, or even years? Still quietly burning within your heart? Yes, that's the drag. You may not recognize it on a daily basis, but it persists, like a heavy stone bound to your back. And the more strenuously you try to advance while dragging that stone, the more weary you become. That's how the majority of individuals live. They express a desire for peace, yet they harbor anger. They express a desire for joy, yet they carry sorrow. They express a desire for clarity, yet they carry confusion. Please consider subscribing and supporting this channel if you're serious about removing these burdens. Permit me to share a brief Zen story. A monk and his disciple were walking along a muddy village road. It had recently rained, and the path was slippery. They encountered a woman dressed in a beautiful silk robe, unable to cross the road without becoming soiled. The monk, without uttering a word, gently lifted her, carried her across the road, and placed her down safely. She did not express gratitude, she simply walked away. Hours later, the disciple remarked, "Master, that woman was incredibly rude. You carried her, and she didn't even thank you." The monk calmly replied, "I set her down hours ago, why are you still carrying her?" That illustrates the power of letting go. The disciple hadn't physically carried the woman, but he carried her in his mind. That's what the majority of us do. We carry words people have said, moments of failure, love that wasn't reciprocated. And then we wonder, why is life so heavy? But here's the truth, the weight is not in the memory, the weight is in the holding. Observe your hand. If you hold a glass of water for a few seconds, it feels fine. If you hold it for an hour, your arm begins to ache. If you hold it for a day, it becomes unbearable. The weight itself hasn't changed, but your fatigue increases with time. That's what transpires with emotional pain. The longer you hold on to it, the more it hurts. Therefore, what does Buddhism teach? It teaches impermanence. Everything changes, nothing stays the same. The people you love will depart, the possessions you own will decay, the body you inhabit will age. If you deeply accept this truth, you'll cease clinging, you'll begin to flow. And in flowing, you will prevail, because the river never loses, it flows around obstacles, over rocks, under bridges, it continually moves, and thus never breaks. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care, it means you care enough to cease hurting yourself. Letting go doesn't mean you forget, it means you remember with peace, not pain. Letting go doesn't mean weakness, it's the deepest form of strength. In support of this channel's teachings, please subscribe to stay updated on wisdom and wellness tips. Ask yourself this right now, what are you still holding on to that no longer serves you? A broken relationship, an old insult, a business failure, a mistake you made long ago? Why are you still holding it? Has it been helpful? Has it been healing? Letting go doesn't happen overnight, but it begins with a choice. The choice to cease feeding it, cease revisiting it, cease picking at the wound. And what do you do instead? You breathe, you sit, you treat yourself with kindness. In Zen, we don't teach you to escape your past, we teach you to face it with soft eyes, to bow to your pain, to say, thank you for the lesson, and then advance forward. There is nothing in the past that can be altered, but there is everything in the present that can be chosen. A man once asked the Buddha, I desire happiness. The Buddha replied, first, remove I, that's ego. Then, remove desire, that's want. What remains is happiness. To let go is to remove everything that is not you. Pain is not you, fear is not you, even your thoughts are not you. You are the awareness behind all of them, and awareness doesn't cling, it simply sees. Now, many people ask, but Master, how can I let go when it still hurts? The answer is to start small. Commence by not repeating the story, by not checking their social media, by not keeping souvenirs of your sadness, by forgiving yourself for not healing faster. You don't have to leap across the ocean, just take a single step. If someone wronged you, forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. If something failed, accept, not because it was right, but because it already transpired. Life is not meant to be controlled, it's meant to be experienced. An experience becomes wisdom only when we don't hold on to the pain of it. Surrender is not defeat, surrender is saying, I trust the flow of life more than my need to control it. Let go of who you thought you should be, let go of what you expected, let go of how it should have turned out. And suddenly, you'll find yourself lighter, freer, able to breathe again. The birds do not cling to the wind, they ride it. And you too must ride the present. Pain will visit, loss will come, but if you bow to it gently and allow it to pass, it won't transform into suffering. Holding on creates a knot in your heart, letting go unties it. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, what do I need to set down? Then, whisper to yourself, I'm ready to let go, not to erase the past, but to walk forward without dragging it, not to forget, but to forgive, not to win over others, but to win over the heaviness inside. Slowly, gently, you'll realize that in letting go, you didn't lose anything. You simply made space for something new, and that marks the commencement of every genuine victory. A subscription would be an excellent first step. Let's examine the power of the present, conquering the moment. Come closer, sit with me beneath this ancient tree. Feel the gentle breeze, listen to the rustling leaves, now breathe deeply. This moment is alive, yet the majority of individuals miss it, either dwelling in memories or chasing a future. They're physically present, but not truly here. They gaze at their food, but don't taste it, sit with loved ones, but their minds are preoccupied with their phones, walk through nature, but only perceive it through a screen. The present moment is all that truly exists, and yet it is the aspect that most people overlook. Allow me to inquire, have you ever been in a safe environment, with nothing visibly wrong, yet your heart felt heavy? You're not lamenting the present, but rather the past or fretting about the future. That's where suffering resides, not in the present, but in the mind's refusal to be fully present. Let me share a brief Zen story. A young monk once asked his master, what is enlightenment? The master replied, when I eat, when I walk, when I sleep, I sleep. The monk frowned and said, but I do that too, master. The master smiled gently, no. When you eat, your mind is on yesterday, when you walk, your mind is racing, when you sleep, your mind is filled with noise. That's not living, that's surviving. This embodies the core teaching of presence. You can't alter the past, you can't inhabit the future, but you can embrace this moment. This moment, when fully embraced, is invariably sufficient. If you agree with this and want to learn to embrace the moment, please subscribe to our channel so that we can help. Most people inquire, how do I cease overthinking? The answer isn't force, it's focus, not with pressure, but with gentle attention. When you're drinking tea, drink the tea. Notice its warmth, savor it slowly, feel it as it goes down your throat. That single cup, fully experienced, can impart more wisdom about peace than 100 books. This isn't philosophy, it's practice. Try this, the next time you wash your hands, just wash your hands. Don't plan your day, don't replay yesterday, just feel the water, the coolness, the soap, the touch. Simple? Yes. But in that moment, your mind rests, and in that rest, healing commences. Why does the present feel so difficult to remain in? Because the mind is addicted to movement, it's always jumping between pain, pleasure, and problems. The mind believes that by continually thinking, it can solve life. But life isn't a puzzle to be solved, it's a dance to be danced, and dances occur now. You've never danced in the past or future, you dance here, with your feet, with your breath, with your awareness. That's why animals are often more peaceful than humans, not because they have less, but because they don't think as much. A cat sits in the sun, it doesn't plan. A bird sings, it doesn't worry about who's listening. A tree sways in the wind, it doesn't resist the movement. They're not trapped in time, but we are. We either carry the past on our backs or run towards a future that hasn't arrived, and so we miss life itself. Ask yourself right now, in this moment, what's wrong? Not what could go wrong, not what might go wrong, just right now. Often, you'll find nothing. The room is quiet, your body is breathing, your heart is beating, you're safe, and in that space, peace already exists. But peace isn't loud, it doesn't clamor for your attention like anxiety does. You must slow down to feel it, you must learn to be where your feet are. That's the only place where life resides. Let me offer a small image. Imagine a river, the water is rushing, you throw a leaf into it, it gets swept away quickly. That's your mind in chaos, with thoughts rushing, emotions reacting. Now, imagine that same river in the early morning, still and calm, you throw a leaf, it floats gently, you can see it clearly. That's your mind when it's in the present. Stillness is clarity. The more you learn to return to the moment, the more you'll begin to perceive life clearly, without judgment, without haste. Do you know why people repeat the same mistakes? Not because they're foolish, but because they're not present enough to perceive what's happening. The same thoughts, the same reactions, the same blind decisions. Presence breaks that cycle. When you're present, you can pause before you speak, you can pause before you act, and in that pause, you choose peace over impulse. Now, presence doesn't equate to passivity. You still perform what needs to be done, but you do it with awareness, not anxiety. You respond to the message, but you're not checking your phone every 5 minutes. You work on your goals, but you're not drowning in what-ifs. You feel emotions, but you're not swept away by them. This is mastery, and here's the golden truth: presence is the key to winning any moment. Why? Because in presence, you're no longer controlled by the past, you're no longer afraid of the future, you are free. In support of creating a future free of worry, please subscribe to this channel so we can help you reach enlightenment. A free mind is the most potent force in the world. A free mind doesn't react, it responds. It doesn't cling, it flows. It doesn't fight reality, it accepts and moves wisely. Try this the next time you feel overwhelmed. Stop, take a slow breath, feel the ground beneath your feet, notice one sound around you, notice one smell, feel the air on your skin. You have returned, and once you return, you win, not by force, not by changing the world, but by being in harmony with it. Remember, friend, the present isn't just a moment, it's the doorway to all wisdom. Everything you seek, peace, joy, clarity, love, isn't distant, it's right here, right now, in this very breath. So, come back again and again. Each time your mind wanders, gently return, with no blame, no guilt, just return. The present moment is your teacher, it will never punish you, it will always welcome you home. When you finally learn to live here, not just visit briefly, then every situation becomes winnable, not because life becomes easy, but because you become steady, like a mountain in a storm, like a candle in the dark, like a river that knows its path. This is the way. The illusion of control, finding strength in acceptance. Allow me to begin with a question. How much of your life have you dedicated to attempting to control things? Controlling how others perceive you, controlling outcomes, controlling the future, controlling what people think, say, or do. And how often did life comply? Not very often, right? You plan meticulously, something unexpected occurs, you love deeply, someone leaves, you do everything correctly, and yet face pain. Why? Because control is an illusion. You cannot halt the wind from blowing, you cannot make the rain fall or the sun rise, you cannot force a flower to bloom faster or compel someone to love you simply because you desire it. Yet, people suffer daily, attempting to do precisely that. And when things don't unfold as they desire, they break, not because the world is cruel, but because they establish their peace on something they never actually controlled. This is one of the most profound teachings of Buddhism. Attachment to control breeds suffering, not the situation itself, but your unwillingness to accept it. Let me share a story. There was once a farmer. One day, his horse ran away. The villagers exclaimed, "What bad luck!" The farmer replied, "Maybe." The next day, the horse returned, bringing with it 3 wild horses. The villagers exclaimed, "What good luck!" He replied, "Maybe." Later, his son attempted to ride one of the wild horses and broke his leg. The villagers cried, "What bad luck!" The farmer again replied, "Maybe." If this teaching is enlightening, please support this channel by subscribing and sharing. Then, soldiers arrived in the village, taking all young men to war, but his son was spared because of his injury. Now, the villagers exclaimed, "What good luck!" Again, he calmly replied, "Maybe." You see, he never attempted to control the judgment of the moment, he simply accepted what came, fully. This story isn't about being emotionless, it's about not clinging, not resisting life's flow, it's about trust. Most people don't live, they attempt to manage life like a machine, fix this, alter that, force this person, avoid that emotion. But life isn't a machine, life is a river, you can't straighten it, you can't freeze it, all you can do is learn how to float, and floating comes through acceptance. Now, let me be clear, acceptance doesn't mean liking what's happening, it doesn't mean being passive or weak, it simply means not fighting reality. If it's raining and you stand outside yelling at the sky, will the rain cease? No. But if you quietly open an umbrella or take shelter, you have accepted it, and now you're not suffering. The rain didn't change, but your approach did. That's real strength. Real strength isn't in attempting to fix every situation, it's in adjusting your mind, your heart, your breath to meet what is. Some people believe they can only be peaceful if life is peaceful, but what if life is never peaceful? Will you never rest? The wise person learns to carry peace within, so that no matter how loud the outside becomes, the inner space remains calm, and this commences when you relinquish the illusion of control. You cease attempting to make life perfect, you cease attempting to control other people's reactions. You cease attempting to fix every emotion, instead, you sit down, you breathe, you say to yourself, "This is what it is, now, what can I do with peace?" Let me share another brief example. You're stuck in traffic, late for a meeting, frustration rises, you honk, you curse, you clench your fists, but the cars don't move faster, do they? Now, imagine you accept it, you turn on soft music, you breathe deeply, you remind yourself, this moment is part of my day, too. The traffic is still there, but now you are not a prisoner of it. Do you perceive the difference? In the first scenario, you suffer twice, once from the traffic, and again from your reaction. In the second scenario, you only experience the situation, not the suffering. That is the power of acceptance. Pain is a part of life, but suffering? Suffering is optional. We suffer when we demand life to be different. We suffer when we say, it shouldn't be like this, they shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have failed. But who decides what should be? The world or your mind? Allow me to be candid. Life will not go according to plan, people will hurt you, your body will age, money will come and go, health will rise and fall, loved ones will depart, seasons will change. You can either hold tightly and break, or loosen your grip and bend with grace. That's why trees survive storms, not because they're strong, but because they know how to bend, and you must learn this, too. You don't have to like everything that happens, but you must cease fighting what already is. If you're sick, accept it, then take wise action. If someone left, accept it, then heal. If you failed, accept it, then learn. When you cease wasting energy on resistance, you commence using it for growth. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means commencing from where you are, instead of where you wish you were, and here's a secret, when you accept something, its power over you diminishes. You reclaim control, not of the situation, but of yourself, and that is true freedom. So, how do we practice this? Firstly, become aware of when you're resisting. Notice the tightness in your chest, the clenching in your jaw, the rapid thoughts. Pause, breathe. Ask yourself, what am I attempting to control right now? Then, gently whisper to yourself, let it be, not forever, just for now, let this moment exist as it is, then act, not from fear, not from force, but from presence. This is the shift, and when you make this shift frequently enough, your mind learns that acceptance is not weakness, it is wisdom. You become like the ocean, the waves come, joy, pain, gain, loss, but you remain steady beneath. Life respects those who flow with it. As you go through your day, remember that not everything will unfold as you desire, but everything can be met with grace. Release the illusion of control, pick up the strength of acceptance. You don't have to fix the world, you just have to meet it with a steady heart. If Wisdom and Wealth is assisting you, please subscribe, leave a comment and share. That's how you win, by not needing to win every moment. Some battles are best avoided, some situations are best surrendered to, some emotions are best watched, not wrestled with, and some victories come quietly when you accept what is and smile anyway. Respond, don't react, the calm always wins against every storm. Come, friend, sit near the stillness. Let's discuss not the world outside, but the storm that arises within, the storm that causes so much pain because we haven't yet learned how to maintain inner calm within it. Tell me, have you ever said something in anger and regretted it later? Have you ever made a decision in fear and paid for it afterwards? Have you ever reacted so swiftly that you didn't even realize what you were doing until it was too late? Of course you have, we all have. And why does this happen? Because the majority of people are living in reaction, like a drum. If someone strikes you, you produce a sound. If someone praises you, you smile. If someone insults you, you burn. If something doesn't go your way, you explode inside. This isn't freedom, this is slavery, a slavery of emotions. Reacting is automatic, it needs no awareness, no depth, it's just an instant fire, a spark that burns the whole house down before you even realize there was smoke. But responding is different. It's deliberate, aware, gentle, wise. To respond means to pause, to observe, to take a breath, to understand, and then to act, not from emotion, but from clarity. This pause is your power. In that single moment of silence, before you speak, before you act, you can change everything. Let me share a brief Zen story. A student came to the master and said, "Master, I am always angry, people say things and I can't stop myself, I shout, I fight, I cry, what should I do?" The master handed him a glass of muddy water and said, "Hold it." The student held it. After some time, the master said, "Now, let it rest." The student placed the glass on the table. After a few minutes, the mud settled to the bottom, the water became clear. The master smiled and said, "Your mind is like this water, when you react, it stirs the mud, everything becomes cloudy, but if you pause, if you allow it to settle, the truth becomes clear. This is how you prevail in every situation, not by being louder, not by being quicker, but by being clearer. Now, you may ask, but how do I pause when emotions rise so rapidly? The answer is practice. Initially, your anger will rise swiftly, your fear will race, your frustration will shout, but if you practice awareness daily, even just for a few minutes, you'll begin to see it all before it controls you. You see the anger rising, you feel the fear building, you sense the irritation crawling into your chest. If you seek clarity, please support this channel and consider subscribing. And in that tiny space of noticing, you gain freedom. You now have a choice. You can breathe, you can stay silent, you can walk away, you can wait before responding, and that one choice can save relationships, careers, peace of mind, and even your future. Let's take an example. Suppose someone insults you. In reaction, you raise your voice, you insult them back, you walk away filled with rage, but did anything improve? No, you may feel a false sense of power, but the reality is you surrendered your peace to someone else. Now imagine a response. You hear the insult, you breathe, you see the pain in their words, you understand it's not about you, it's their suffering spilling out, and you choose silence, or you smile and walk away, or you speak calmly with strength. Who wins now? The one who maintains their center wins, not the one who screams louder. Let me state something clearly. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to, you don't have to defend your ego all the time. You don't have to prove yourself in every situation. True power is quiet, it doesn't need to be seen, it's felt, and when you stop reacting, you become powerful, because now you're not being pulled by everything around you, you're still steady, wise, like a tree that doesn't move when the dog barks, like the sky that remains untouched, no matter how many storms pass through it. Let me demonstrate how to build this inner calm. It commences with one simple practice. Watch your breath every day, sit for 5 minutes, just watch your breath, in and out, when the mind runs, bring it back gently, like guiding a child. This may seem small, but it's a miracle, because the one who can watch their breath can also watch their anger, their sadness, their fear, and if you can watch it, you're no longer trapped in it. This is the doorway to freedom. Remember, reaction is a reflex, but response is a reflection. A reaction says, I am not in control, the world decides how I feel. A response says, I see what's happening, and I choose my peace. One comes from habit, the other from awareness. Now, let me ask you, how many problems in your life stemmed from a reaction? How many moments of silence could have saved you from days of regret? How many arguments could have concluded with understanding, not escalation? How many times did you wish, if only I had paused? That pause isn't distant, it's one breath away, 1 second of stillness, one soft reminder to yourself, I don't need to react. The team at Wisdom and Wealth thanks you for your subscription, if you've committed to working towards a better you. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. You become the one who brings calm to chaos, the one who thinks before they act, the one who listens more than they speak. You become the eye of the storm, silent, still, yet full of power, and when others are shouting, complaining, blaming, you remain centered, not because you're better, but because you have trained yourself to be free. This is what it means to respond. It's the art of meeting life not with resistance, not with emotion, but with wisdom. You don't let the world enter you like poison, you filter it through clarity, and only then do you decide what to say, what to do, and what to let go. So, the next time something triggers you, stop, feel the fire, then feel your breath, let the fire burn in your chest, but don't throw it out into the world, let it warm you with awareness, let it pass, and then respond with truth, with calm, with strength. That's how a Zen warrior lives, not by fighting every battle, but by knowing when to fight, when to walk, and when to simply breathe. The one who reacts is a slave, the one who responds is free, and in that freedom, you win, not over others, but over yourself. And that, dear one, is the only victory that truly matters. Desire and suffering, the invisible war. Come close, friend, let's speak of a war fought every day, not on battlefields with swords and shields, but inside the mind, quietly and unseen. This war is between desire and peace, between craving and contentment, between wanting and being. Most people don't realize this battle is even happening. They believe their suffering originates from external problems, people, or situations, but the deepest pain is born within, from desire. What is desire? It's the mind's hunger for something more, something different, something better, something never enough. Desire is like a fire burning within. It propels us forward, helps us build, create, and grow, but if left unchecked, it becomes a wildfire, consuming calm, joy, and even health. Let me share a simple story. A man once came to the Buddha and said, "Master, I have many desires. I want wealth, fame, love, and happiness, but every time I get close, I feel empty. Why?" The Buddha answered, "Desire is like drinking salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you become." This is the invisible war, the endless chase that never brings peace. When we desire, we attach. We say, "If I have this, then I will be happy," but the moment we attain it, the mind shifts, it wants more, or it fears losing what it has, and in this cycle, suffering grows. Have you ever experienced this? You purchased something you believed would bring you happiness, but after a while, the happiness faded. You sought approval from someone. When you received it, you craved more. You pursued success. When you achieved it, a new desire took its